Hi, my name is Austin McDonald Scott, and this really isn't my thing, but today I'm pretty much only talking to Christians. So if you're not one, then please feel free to check out some of the other videos that I have on my channel. There's some really funny stuff on there. But for now, this is a very serious message, and it's pretty much aimed at the Christian church. I grew up in Dallas, Texas, the Dallas area, and I grew up Southern Baptist. And to this day, I consider myself a very strong Christian. That being said, there are some serious problems with my religion. One of those problems is that when people go to church, they don't go because they want to learn about how to make themselves better Christians. They don't go to church to learn how to love their fellow man better. They go to church because they're supposed to go to church. And when they go, they feel like they have to live up to a particular image set forth by their parents and their parents' parents and the other people in their churches. And so these people will go to church and they'll sit there in their pew in their nicest Sunday clothes, and they'll sing at the top of their lungs, and they'll raise their hands to the heavens, and they'll put on a great show. And inside, they are broken, they are crying, they have dark, black spots on their hearts that they are terrified of people finding out. And they'll spend their whole lives walking around wearing these masks of perfection, of idealism. On Wednesday, my cousin, Taylor Prince, decided to end his life because he felt like the sins that he had committed to various people were unforgivable. And he was afraid that when other people found out about what he had done, that he would be thrown out of his church, maybe, that he'd be ostracized from his community, maybe, that people would look at him like he was something less than who he really was. And it's not just my cousin Taylor. Tens of hundreds of people every day, Christians, good people like you and me, in their lives, teenagers, adults, for various reasons. Sometimes somebody finds out they're gay. Sometimes it comes out that somebody's been unfaithful. Sometimes it comes out that somebody has an addiction to drugs or alcohol or pornography. Speaking as somebody who's dealt with more darkness in their lives than most Christians can even believe, I know that our God is a God of forgiveness. And if we, as Christians, who our charge is to love each other as Christ and as God has loved us, it is our duty to make sure that every member of our church and every person in our lives knows that we love them no matter what they do. It is our job to show people that we are real people. No one is perfect. No one. And we cannot lay that expectation on people. So to my fellow Christians out there, I don't care whether you're in Westboro, Georgia, Kansas, I suppose it's Kansas, whether you're in New York City, New York, whether you're in Fort Worth, Texas, whether you're in Shawnee, Oklahoma, whether you're in Los Angeles, California, you need to understand that there is no sin that is unforgivable in God's eyes. So there should be no sin that's unforgivable in our eyes. Remember that. And the next time you go to church and you feel like you have to put on a mask and pretend to be somebody that you're not, remember my cousin Taylor. Remember what comes of hiding who you really are from yourself, from your community, and from God. We are all broken men. And all we have to do, all we should have to do, is admit that we are broken. As Christians, we are charged to confess that we are broken. And if we hand that to God, then God forgives us. So if we hand it to our churches, it is the duty of our churches to forgive us. Guilt is a horrible thing. Guilt is the opposite of forgiveness. Now there's 3 types of forgiveness. There's forgiveness from the people that you've hurt. There's the forgiveness that we receive from God. There's the forgiveness that we give ourselves. And sometimes that's the hardest one. So, I charge you, my Christian brothers and sisters, and everything in between. The next time you go into church, you take a look at that one person that you always look at and you say, that person's not right. You take a look at them and you tell them you love them and accept them. Thanks. That's all I have to say.